So, like I said, we are on session 92. As I lost somebody. Joel's gone. 92 on 11/6/2022. Recapping of session 91 since it's been a couple weeks. I will literally read the exact same thing I read for the first one, which was stepping through the portal that Brixen of the Isles of Gareth opened for you to attend the meeting of the seven champions of Gastren, the elite bloodlines and chosen warriors and power holders to discuss the matter of hand. The lost Killstag within the Treaty of the Seven and his newly appointed replacement of von Schultz Karl Mark Moore. Once touching down in Ledvare Lee, the housing riverside town that surrounds the Tree of Life, next to a small tower and bridge that leads to the base of the root system of this wonderfully beautiful canopied tree on the cliff sides of a thick forest and jungle is where you all step out into. Following your Felix friend to the temple-like ruins at the base of the tree, you are greeted by spiritual creatures named Twin and Only. Looking at you all over and questioning the champions of the group, you learn that the meeting hasn't started yet and they are actually waiting for everybody to arrive. Being able to pick one guardian to step inside with the chosen champions, Temin chooses Drumris, and the Emperor chooses Avamera as she wants to be a part of this. Blocker tries to start healing Grok and is rushed to a small chamber on the side of the tree where he is able to finish the spell to bring Grok back to life. Alice, Kavar, and Vel, not getting access into the meeting, decide to check out the town and get an ale. Within minutes of seeing folks, an attempted pickpocket goes wrong, and all three of them rush to the Wailing Barbarian Tavern for cover. Within the tavern, a furbog, tabaxi, and hooded figure stand out to Kavar as she begins playing a game of mushrooms and pawns with two gnomes named Trayan and Lele. The hooded figure goes to the bar and starts talking to Vel, where his pale skin can be seen with a bright orange and red beard, and that is when the first quake hits. There is a large pulse that everybody within the town can feel. It startles things for a second, and then quiets back down. The man begins chuckling at this. At the Council of the Seven, familiar faces can be seen representing the Titans of the Seven. From Helgos, the Dragon Titan, there is Prince Gillian Bronte and Queen of Draven, Kenneth Bronte. For Killins, the Earth Titan, it's the Orc Onka and the Halfling Silk from the Valiant. Old friends and Hephaestus and Naluma show up to this meeting for Akvestal, the Fire Phoenix. Blocker shows up later with Grok looking a little lost and distraught. Last to show are those representing von Schultz. After the catching up between everyone slows down, the floor begins glowing of darkness. A green-haired halfling walks in with a slender-framed female Asmar with ghostly white skin, black and purple hair. It is Amime Kane, the once dead sister of Avamera, and the one that claims the title of Queen of Ufari. Right behind them are two blonde-haired winged elves, Throm and Azurum, the late brothers of Skyrim. After the heated debate of the rightfully moral thing to do with the state of the Seven, a vote begins to take place. 4 votes are placed for removing von Schultz from the Seven. 2 votes take place to expand the Seven to an 8, keeping von Schultz around, and one vote is placed to remove Rengenko from the Seven by Amime. As the votes come in, the ground shakes a second time. Rengenko, the Spirit Titan, appears, and he appears and states she is here. The Elven brothers taunt the Titan and get blasted back. Jensara, the Worldbreaker, the Metal Serpent, is on her way to the Tree of Life, and he goes off to fend her off, dropping back down into the spiritual plane. Amime, not ready for this deal to end this way, begins floating, transforming before your eyes. This witch begins levitating, emanating this purplish black aura, and the battle begins. And that's where we last started the battle, was right there. Within that battle, recapping for this previous session, the battle starts with Killstag soaring into the sky to keep an eye on the ground for the next quake and Jinsara to show, the World Serpent. Azumarum, the cursed werewolf, tears apart Onlei's mask and destroys the spirit guardian of the Tree of Life. One of the Tree of Life spirit guardians that you first meet. Amime starts with her barrage of attacks, throwing magic bewitching bolts and abyssal rifts, ripping apart the air and distorting it. There are two battles taking place within 100 feet of each other, and both sides don't fully understand what they're dealing with and the situation at hand. Literally, there's a battle outside the council and battle within the council. Inside the council, the chamber, Amime and Neil, not Neville, I don't know why I added a V in there. Neil, her halfling green-haired friend, focuses on Queen Bronte and Avamera. Neil banishes Unka with a special error and starts focusing down on Avamera, trying to take cover behind the pedestals. Hephaestus, the Emperor, and Avamera distract Amime to destroy her globe of invulnerability, and Blaka is able to pin her down for a short time. Cloud of daggers, spirit gun, a barrage of attacks start from everybody, and Drumer's hammer starts dwindling down on the self-proclaimed Queen of Ufari. Outside on the stairs and the arches, Kavara, Atlas, and Vel are dealing with the Elven brothers when one of them summons a young solar dragon that begins attacking. Killstag drops down to interfere and blast the dragon away and is in deep combat as they are literally ripping at each other in the air above you. Vel goes to high ground against Thom, and Atlas and Kavara fight off the werewolf. Just as Atlas and Kavara get their footing, an insidious laughter arrives and tosses a small body Brixton of the Isles of Garth on the ground next to Kavara, motionless. Dropping his hood, the bright orange and fiery red beard and hair of the figure can be seen, and begins his deadly blows. Naluma, trying to protect Kenneth Bronte, dimension doors outside with Queen, north of the fight. Amime breaks free from the bindings on her and flies to the middle of the chamber and screams out, letting go of her cool demeanor. Your titans will die and perish before your eyes. We have you all right where we want you. The chalice to complete the order, she states, was the last thing she said inside the chamber and outside the chamber in the battle. After seeing Naluma, Acutus Gates, the red-haired figure, pulls his blade out of Atlas, makes contact with Naluma and Bronte. Speaking into the air, he says, "Drown the sorrow," and Naluma's eyes flash over. The blade raises and slits Bronte's throat. Is where we pick up today. So, literally a big old bloodbath is at hand at the moment. We are at the top of initiative. There is some people focusing on spells. Everybody's HP, I believe, is updated at the moment, so we should be good there. And then a couple of you guys were standing in, taking over for some people. I did talk to Dylan and Michael. Michael was going to, but then he remembered he had to work, and Dylan was a hard no. So, Joel, you will continue playing Rock. And then...
Maybe Melissa was Hephaestus.
And Melissa will continue playing Hephaestus, yep. So let me switch over to battle music, no longer recap music.
Sorry, can I give Kavara a quick recap if you didn't catch that?
And I kind of brushed over the main anchor point for Kavara.
Yeah, you can, go for it.
Summon spell, because they summoned like a big ass dragon, and so they only entered Kavara and go, I can summon something big too, with fucking good, so I did burn a high level spell. And then after this King Gates dude stabbed the shit out of you, I was like, well, she needs to escape, so I tried to take a dive off of this platform here to get to a a place where you can cure yourself or whatever. Rolled a nat 1, so you were gracefully at swan dived over the rim. But you're beneath the battle down here on a lower level. Trying to get you to a safe point at least.
That graceful swan dive.
It was pretty canon, I suppose.
It was very canon.
That's what I was talking about. I don't know talk about how King Gates, the person he murdered was a little cat person who the dead body he threw right next to Guevara as he walked onto the field. This is this dead cat. He walked, guy, friend.
It was a little personal, we'll say. So, but yes, HP should be, like I said, accurate within roll 20. Sorry, not roll 20. Well, roll 22, but also on your guys' D&D Beyond, hopefully, or your character sheets. Mike, the only thing besides throwing your hammer a couple times, we did use one spell to do your Spirit Shroud, your Spirit Guardian.
Spirit Shroud.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So
You
you
absolutely whooped ass.
So you do have, yeah, you ended up doing like 70 damage or some crap like that in one turn, so it was
I love this hammer.
it was ridiculous. So
But yeah, I was gonna go up with that with your hammers as you.
Right. So quick question. So on my D&D Beyond, my health is at 80, but on roll 20, it's at 70.
it should be 70. Let me double.
70?
Yep. Let me pull up the actual document I have going to right now.
I could do your sheet, but I couldn't address it. So.
Gotcha.
Kavara. Oh, I didn't. That's weird. It's actually lower than that. It's actually 59.
Oh.
This is why we're doing a HP recap really quick. But yeah, no, it should be 59 at the moment.
Oh, I think when you fell, Gaze caught you in the back, so that's probably worth it.
Yep, that's what it was. It was the last reaction I forgot to update. Okay. Top of initiative, though. We have a couple things happening. I was like, so Killstag is still off down on the bottom map fighting this dragon. I will tell you that he's done enough damage to bloody this dragon at this point in time. I'm just cinematic-wise, he's literally just ripping this thing to shreds. He's taken some hits himself, but I was like, yeah, that's kind of what's happening right now. You literally are seeing a young dragon fighting off this flying griffin-like beast.
What was that roll the dragon again? Travis?
Yeah, Travis did roll the dragon to appear. For Azmarum, I've pre-rolled his attacks up to... His first attack is against Twin. Twin literally is next to him. Literally, this thing is getting destroyed. So, the werewolf is next. He gets... What was it? Oh my gosh. He has 3 attacks. His first is a bite, and then he gets 2 claws. Twin is going down. He is moving over to Kavara. So Kavara, you are going to have 2 attacks coming at you. I did not pre-roll to these because you're at PC. So I try to roll some PC ones because otherwise we'd be here all day. So the 2 attacks are coming at you, Kavara, as this werewolf moves over. You have a claw and bite attack against you. The first attack to hit is a 13, and the second one is a 24.
Well, the 13's gonna miss, but that 24 is definitely gonna hit.
Yep. So the claw attack will connect, and it is going to be for 15 slashing damage.
Alright.
As he slashes out at you and looks past you, Atlas, and at Acutus, and he just snarls out, "It's about time you got here." And we have to go to King Acutus, who literally is up right now. So, as he had just pulled his attack from Atlas, well, last round, yeah, he's taken some some stabby stabs with his 2 flying daggers. 28 and a 30.
Yeah, those both hit, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Lower my HP all the way, I'm pretty sure.
Between the 2 attacks, it is 31 points of damage.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Okay. And as Justin was kind of pre-warned, he does have, as soon as a creature goes down within front of him, he has an initiative action called Savage Attacker, where he automatically takes another attack at you. Technically, you're down.
Advantage in auto crits. The crit on top of his automatic crit?
That didn't look good.
Well, he automatic crits on a down person, but he just crit on top of the crit.
It's still going to be 2 death saves, but that was a nat 20.
Yeah, that's just this extra on that double death saves.
So you are at 2 death saves. I'm not doing the front.
Alright, great.
Yeah, you can't. So
Yeah.
Atlas literally gets dropped as this werewolf comes over, and as Atlas had just basically seen this knife dagger get pulled out of you, and the blood starts. What does this look like as literally this last attack is dropping you? What is the last thing that?
It's like stabbed and immediately. Well, then I have to it's weird things like stabbed Kavara in between stabbing me again. Well, he has like flying knives, right?
Yeah, they literally are like swirling around him as he like.
That's eventually like both of them like it's actually like in these 2. It's like technically 2 attacks, but eventually both of them like one just like stab both of the knives in his chest. And it's like he's like then it just drops. Like I knew these people would kill me. Being here would kill me.
So I'm dropping you down right now.
I was supposed to sound more dramatic, but I don't do acting well. So.
No, you're good.
Matt was all crying. Ass was like, I knew being with you guys were going to be that to me.
That is Gates' turn. We're at Almime with Val on deck, Atlas on deck.
Oh yeah.
As you all know, Amime is a little. I was like, she's within the savagery, like just upset. Just you guys have. She's bloodied. Just to remind you, you guys have done some massive damage to her.
Did we break that protector?
You did break. Yup.
That only lasted like a round. You guys tore that.
You guys did really good against her invulnerability orb and took that out very, very, very quickly. I need to get to. She just says Zonbon Getsu, not really, because that's totally a bleach thing, but these are bleach tokens I am switching over.
Oh boy.
These pillars basically appear as she, unless somebody wants to try counter magic. I'm kidding.
Counterspell.
Yeah, counterspell. Yeah, right. So, I have to make sure it is 8 pillars of giant-like spears peer out around her and begin to spin out. Everybody within 5 foot of these pillars, as they are first summoned out, need to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's bad.
So I need Temin, Neil, Hephaestus, Avamera, and the Emperor all to make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, they all had to hide behind that one podium.
Literally
Festus is like engulfed.
Hephaestus is engulfed right now, so he.
Hi, Biakia.
Zero
I rolled 21.
21 is the save.
There's almost no chance of
movements with your mouse, but there is no sound coming.
Who do we lose?
Aaron's stuff because his voice was working.
Alright, testing.
We made it now. Just quiet.
Yeah.
Yep. I can hear you. You're just quiet.
Yeah, you're good now.
So, I have a save from Temin. I need a roll for Hephaestus, Avamere, and the Emperor.
For Hephaestus, it's a 20 not nat, and for Avamera, it's a 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright, so it's not a spell considered?
It is considered magical damage. It is a magic spell that is happening.
Okay, so I get advantage, but it's still only a +3, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Alright. Oh my god, 21 on my first roll.
21 is the save.
But yeah, second roll was a 20, so fuck yeah.
So, with the save, it is half damage. With the fail, which 21 is the save, it is 36 points of magic slashing damage.
Justice fails though.
And if you pass, it is half that, so it's 18 points of magical slashing damage as these pillars are summoned.
So 18.
18 points of damage.
Oh, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to hellish rebuke.
Alright.
Avamera's not looking good.
Alright. Good to know. Well,
Battlefield's not looking good.
that might change my plan then. Okay, so hellish rebuke is 3d10.
It's a wisdom? Is
Dex
it a
save.
Dex save. Yep, I was like, is it wisdom or dex? I forget on that one. With the dex, that is only a 14 for her save.
For hellish rebuke?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
I gotta look up this. I don't think it's 14.
Yeah,
but I
14.
rolled almost max damage.
I was like, your spell...
Save is 16.
Yeah, I was like, your spell save is, I believe, a 16.
16, and that is 26 damage. I rolled almost max.
Sweet.
Nice.
Nice.
You guys will kill her in time to save Guevara's life. At least.
26 points of damage. I will say, as this fire engulfs you, Anime, as she is swirling these swords around and you engulf her with this flame reaction, she swipes away, and as she does so, she doesn't take as much damage, and one of the pillars drop. That is her turn, though. As she is flying in the middle of the air, she's about 15 feet up in the middle of the battlefield. Vel, you are up.
Alright, I was gonna say, alright, I know she's doing some crazy mumbo jumbo, but we're dropping like flies out here. So anyone please come help. Is, Guevara's within 5 feet of Asbron? Wolf Boy?
Yeah, Wolf just attacked Guevara.
Yes.
Alright.
She is on a lower level. I don't know if you might still be able to reach her. I wonder.
He's way up at a higher level, so probably.
Is she close enough for me to sneak attack?
Oh, sneak attack.
With the height difference, because he did reach down to claw attack her as she is on the lower level trying to get cover.
Yeah, that put like more off balance, and he's like going like this.
Yeah.
To attack Guevara.
I'll give you sneak attack if you hit, yeah.
Alright, we're going for it.
Sneak attack. Hell yeah.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Nice. I like it. So,
I just did a DX chop.
dice. Oh my goodness, on crit I double my sneak attack dice too, right?
Yep.
Alright. So that is 54 just for the sneak attack dice.
Just for the sneak attack
And
die.
then,
Right to the throat. Silver bullet.
We're so hard to kill this werewolf. Go to Vale, who ran away, got finish it off. As I'm dying.
And then 12 piercing. So 54, 12, 66 piercing damage.
66 piercing damage. Okay. That is massive. He is very, very wounded from that hit. So
One badass arrow right there.
that arrow from your height, and as you just pull back and you get a clean shot, this thing goes through the back of his neck and just shoots straight down and hits, and he basically has to quickly grasp as his throat has just been very compromised, and he is now like wheezing as blood is just gushing out, but he's still standing, looking very, very rough.
I wish I could have done that turn ago. I'm sorry, Atlas.
It's fine.
He can't hear you.
I can't, yeah, I hear you.
I really shouldn't have. I'm so sorry. We'll get out there as soon as possible.
Nah,
I
it's
don't have
super.
any word on that.
It's super too late for me. You guys just try not to die yourself.
Well, I mean, Kavara's
Yep.
right
I don't have
there.
any word on that.
If I roll less than a 10 on this die, which I definitely will, I'll be dead before I can't do anything about
I
it.
don't know. I'm just gonna back down to silver on that. That'll do it.
Okay. Before you go,
Yeah.
Amime is going to use one of her legendary actions.
Of course, why not?
Why not, right?
You gotta do that.
Because
She doesn't know that Vale just shot somebody outside. How
No,
does she use
but
her action?
she's in a little bit of a pissy mood right now. So she is going to move. I was like, technically, I'm not going to do her movement. She's swirling around, but she's going to do 2 witching bolts at Hephaestus since he is standing in front of Mera at the moment. So that's going to hit. That's going to hit. That's a 33 and a 24 to hit. I am going to need a wisdom saving throw from Hephaestus.
What is that?
That's 2.
That's a fail. Hephaestus actually might be down at the moment. With both bolts hitting, it is. I have to remember what all his resistances are.
Okay, he is resistant to fire and force, and he is currently at 62.
Okay, he's not down. He is taking 40 points of lightning damage with both hits, and he is technically under the charmed effect now with that fail.
Wish he had gone down.
So he is at 22 HP and now charmed.
Did you say not charmed or
He is
not
charmed.
charmed?
Now charmed.
Now charmed.
Now charmed.
He is charmed.
As these bolts basically, she, like I said, she is just in a rampage now as these spinning swords are protecting her from everybody. She is now just basically barrage attacking out. These witching bolts hit Hephaestus, and as they spark out in front of you, Avamera, this lightning sizzles out on the ground, and Hephaestus' demeanor kind of just drops a little bit, like his shoulders drop down, and it's a little bit more sluggish. that will be her legendary action. We do now go to Vel. Sorry, Atlas.
Yeah.
Emperor Avamera on deck.
Alright. First ever D20 ever bought. We'll roll with it.
Okay.
That's a 3! Alice is dead.
Give me the.
Is Atlas worth a dime?
Okay.
So you can't die against the BBEG though. Who can you die against?
As the last sight of that white line begins to fade out of Atlas, your body is kicked over the edge by King Akuta's gates, dropping next to Kavara.
Kavara just said also dead body
Alright,
falls like
like, don't worry, I can reincarnate. You will come back as a dragon.
Okay.
Dude, this is the character arc that I've been waiting for. Oh fuck. Okay, I gotta tell you, I've been waiting all week for this, and now the change of events, I'm like, fuck, I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen. So, Avamera, you're almost dead, yeah? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, caught it. I was like, no, and then I looked and I was like, yeah, I'm at 19 out of 78. Not great.
Charm to Fest. That's very nice too. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my action to lay on hands to heal you up to
I mean, like talk about
full
you.
most likely. Where the hell am
I just re-rolled it. It wasn't that one. It's just sign I should be dead.
how much hit points can you absorb?
That would be 59 and
What's gonna happen to those lizards?
You can only heal one, yes. I only got one action.
okay.
I don't know who
That's
invested this, so I'm not.
76.
I'm gonna give you the. I'm sorry, you said 59.
Yes. If you want to restore best is
I can only do one person at a time, and it's gonna leave me with 6 points left, which is enough to like cure a disease or something. But I'm gonna heal you up to full because I've met Hephaestus before, but I don't give a shit about Hephaestus. But we've been through enough that I'm immediately
good.
and then I'm gonna nope on out of here. And hold on just a second. I gotta shit get me out of range if I go there. Oh wait. He would have had some kind of a defense. You rolled really shitty, didn't you? Because he's an ally and he's within 10 feet of a spell. So he might have had +3 to his roll.
You sure she rolled like a 2 though?
Yeah, he rolled pretty shit, but I don't know for sure. If it makes the difference, it makes the difference.
It did have a 17 plus 3 on that dex save.
No, it's for the charm.
Which he had a 2.
Oh, I don't think a +3 is gonna help with that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Good idea.
Her save is dynamically 21? Yeah, probably not.
Worth a shot. Well, you're full health. I'm not gonna be able to save you again. So I'm gonna use Misty Step as a bonus action. And I'm gonna try and get her attention, basically. I still have a move action, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. She's floating up, so I'm just kind of standing underneath her, just kind of free taunting her.
Okay. Are you actually tossing her then?
I'm just kind of holding the shield and pointing my mace at her, like, or, you know, like a batter lined up to knock one out of the fucking fences, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I use my action and my bonus action, so I'm gonna have the cool shit beyond that. Support characters.
Ending your turn, we go to Alphamera. Niluma on deck. Bronte is technically dead at the moment, so.
Almira,
I just don't
you know, thanks the Emperor graciously as she, like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Oh dear, Hephaestus. Thank you, as the Emperor's, you know, flying away, and I think Almira would first turn towards Hephaestus, who, you know, she's long been distanced from, and her first reaction would be to use her own healing hands on Hephaestus to just restore as much as she can, which is only 15 hit points, so that, you know, brings him back to 37, but she does notice that he's kind of acting out of it.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
What was that?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
The magical double-handed bitch slap. Wake him up.
19?
19. We have seen the effects of charm on many other people up to this point in time. You are quickly able to, as you beginning to do this healing process on Hephaestus, noting that he is under the charm effect with 19.
Okay. Knowing this, and it's not looking like a good situation in the room, having almost, you know, who knows what could have happened to me just a second ago, I am probably going to be like, Hephaestus, let's get out of here, grab him, and dimension door to the front of the, you know, arena where Vale is right outside.
Okay. Vel is on top of the arena right now. Right here is
like below where he is in
Yeah.
the entrance.
Okay.
Trying to take some shelter.
Okay.
Or let's say just outside of the arena if we can get out of here with the...
If you want to land right outside the arena, you can.
I want to take it just outside the state.
He does have to be willing though for Dimension Door, right? Oh
I'm
yeah.
going to turn towards him and say, Hephaestus, you want to get out of here? You're not looking so good.
I'm alright. I mean, I'm fine here. As he's literally getting stabbed by a fucking like magical spear.
This is fine.
Yep, this is fine, 100%.
Hephaestus versus Niluma.
She took Bronte to safety.
Neither one of them are safe as Hephaestus. The woman's in danger. We gotta get out of here and find her.
He'll grab your hand for a second. No. You should stay.
Hephaestus, we're not safe in here.
The Emperor's voice echoes with my remaining move action. Go! Leave him!
And with, you know, the sigh of wisdom, I think Alphamira at least knows that she has to find the Luma and her Hephaestus. I think Alphamira is really torn, having the dimension door not really be able to work right now. I think Alphamira will stay and just try to protect Hephaestus as much as she can. Let's see, with using healing hands, that takes effect of my action. So I think I don't have an action to hold, but I will stay here with Hephaestus.
Okay. As you're like grasping his hand and begin healing him, and he's not wanting to move with you, you're kind of just in this standoff where you're still like hand locked with him, and you just have held him, but there's still this dazed look just over his eyes as he's just telling you to stay. Literally, he's standing there, and like I said, it's almost kind of like your cloud of daggers, but instead of like daggers, it literally is like a magical like spinning sword. Literally, it's just like right above him, floating, and that's what had been summoned and went like up, and it's just like floating right above. So he's just standing there as this giant spinning sword is right above him. On the outside, Niluma, taking the dagger that she had just lit Bronte's throat with, and drops the body down, holds the dagger out, and throws it. This dagger will go relatively close to Kavara if you want to make a reaction to try to stopping it, but she is throwing this dagger past you towards King Acutus Gates.
I know, I'm dead.
Should I try stopping this dagger?
Yeah.
Pretty true.
Okay, well, what do I need to roll for this?
Tell me how you want to first, I guess.
You know, I'm not gonna try to catch it. I'm gonna try to hit it with an arrow.
Okay. I will say roll an attack with disadvantage since this is a flying object. Flying, basically, you're trying to react like to it. So roll your normal bow attack as your reaction to try to hit this dagger. I probably should have made a
The
dagger.
lowest one was a 22.
22. It's going to hit the dagger. So, as this dagger is being thrown by Naluma, you quickly react as Atlas's body drops next to you. This dagger flies and she calls out basically to Gates catch. And you quickly just arm and shoot and hit this dagger as it spins down. It hits into the ground. I'll probably just draw like a little just do like a red square. Probably ricochet. I'll say it probably like flips and like hits into the ground right there. So that red square is where the dagger lands. And Naluma kind of just looks over at you. You little shit. What do you think you're doing? Getting in our ways? Because she doesn't really know you.
What is awesome?
No, but she is the one that, kind of peered into Kavara's mind, right?
She is.
Kavara's gonna be like, looking at her like, no, I stopped you. You fucked with my head. You're not gonna get away with this. Oh, out of character.
Got away with teleport.
Out of character, that dagger, do we know about it?
It was the one used to kill Queen Bronte, so it has her blood on it. That he
Okay,
needs
so-
for his ritual.
It's something important.
Very important. That it's not getting though.
As you say this, she will use her bonus action was to throw the dagger towards him. She's just you little shit, and she will Eldritch Blast at you 3 times. First one's going to miss with a 10. Second one's a 23. Third one's a 23.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get hit by 2 then.
So it is 12 points of force damage as you're hit with her Eldritch Blast as she calls out and you stop this. Prince Bronte is next to you, Blaka, and just looks over and just like, she's safe with Naluma, right? And just, you don't know anything, but we need to stop. We need to cage this monstrosity.
Your heart, we need to get you out of here. My friends can handle her.
I'll be fine, as he literally just, I was like, let's see what his actual health is again. Oh yeah, he's looking real shitty.
16. That was since I brought it back.
Yeah, from death. He was unconscious.
Yep. Oh,
He's like a super high wizard, though.
he is a super high wizard though. Which is why I have to pull up his stat block.
That square is to demonstrate a hole in his chest. Right?
Pretty much, you got it.
Just meteor swarm, and then some meteors on her head.
Where is Bronte at? I have to find the right Bronte. When you make so many dang characters. Mean. Is anybody close enough to her? I don't think so. He will use his 7th level spell to cast Firestorm. well, yeah, you're under her, so he'll have to aim it high because it's like 10-foot cube.
She is floating up above me.
Yep.
So.
It's 10-foot cubes, but he's just like barraging this firestorm down on her.
And if it does,
She has negate magic, so we're gonna have a contest. Who wants to roll for Bronte to get his spell to go through?
I mean, I'll roll. I'm right by it.
Okay.
What do I need?
So it is going to be. Let me get the right spell. So it's a Dex on his. I believe it's a concentration. Sorry. So a D20 plus 8 is what you're rolling.
Okay. So that is 17 plus 8.
It's going to be my 11, so the spell will go through. You can roll the fire damage if you want. It is going to be 7d10 worth of fire damage.
Nice.
that was for dramatic effect.
Okay, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 47. 47 fire damage.
So it's like the perfect average. Like 45 would be the exact average.
Well, it was 3. I rolled 3 10s.
Then trash for the rest of them.
It was 3 10s, a 1, a 2, a 9, and a 5.
Yeah, that's all.
Doing so much damage as this fire basically is just barraging down. You are literally like ricocheting this fire like as it's ricocheting off of her there, the Emperor, as you're too close. She is like fighting off the storm as these meteorite fireballs basically are being blasted on her. The spectral swords that she had summoned, 3 of them shatter down as she reduces some of the damage that is initially being taken, but she is now down to 4 of her summoned swords. Which just irritates her even more, so we have another legendary reaction from her.
King Prince guy. I got the original Prince guy is about to die again.
You're right next to Bronte, so Blocka and Bronte, I will need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay. Yeah, that is 25.
Okay. Good for Bronte. Right. With 25, that is a save. You are not frightened of her. And you will take, it is only, with the save, it is going to be 8 psychic damage.
8.
8. Which is sad because it literally is 16 for Bronte.
Oh.
So Bronte is dropping next to you. As he did fail, he only rolled a 5.
Got it.
Should have healed it one more health, Blanca.
Should have healed him 1 more health. 10 you're up. Drummers, you're on deck. Block a deck.
Alright. So this Mel Hopkin guy, he's like with anime, correct? If I remember right?
Yes.
And is he the one that just got shot in the throat?
No, that was the werewolf by Vel.
Okay. Werewolf, got it. How is Mel, like, what was his status last?
Raging.
Yeah. He is raging. No, he's doing alright. He's taken a couple hits. So he's
Okay.
he's also the one that banished Unka. So
Yeah, so if we can do it now, we got on the body.
Alright, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I might as well shoot him right there. So that is what I'm going to do. We'll shoot my spirit gun at this bitch. So the first one is a 10, so I'm guessing that's not gonna
Yeah, that'll be a miss.
15.
15's a miss.
20, dirty.
That will hit.
And that will be for 8 force damage.
8 force damage. He is now technically bloodied.
Nice. I am going to cast some healing light on myself. And I will heal myself for a whole whopping 5. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Nothing like a good 5 points of life. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
No.
Oh wee, look at me, heal myself.
That is what I got.
It's like taking a Tylenol when you're done.
Yeah, kind of.
Much better.
Get a gunshot wound and just hit the top of I don't know. Like, yeah, this would help.
Sticks a band-aid on a gun.
Yeah. Just duct tape and super glue. Okay. Anything else, Femin? Are you staying put?
I will move there.
Okay.
And now I'm done.
Drumris, you're up.
Alright. Yeah. I'm standing up there, I'm like twirling this hammer, and I'm getting itchy. I want to get right in there. Not right in there, but close enough in there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna,
Get right there.
about right here-ish.
Okay.
So, and I kind of, I see the Emperor over there, and I'm just like, oh, and I'm just mad, and so, I'm gonna just take my hammer, I'm twirling, and I'm gonna throw it right over here, down the name.
Okay.
So, this is gonna be, that's a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so. So that's 29 points of bludgeoning damage. I do have her in range of my spirit shroud, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cold damage to that as well.
Okay.
Specifically, 4 points of cold damage.
Wait, does that multiply on a nat 20?
Yeah, I rolled the 2. I rolled a 1 and 3.
Oh.
Yeah. But the hammer comes like right back in my hand. And one thing, Alex.
Yes.
I have the ability called Distracting Strike, and it says when I hit with a weapon attack, and I couldn't find out, is it like melee weapon or range? Because like this is a melee weapon being used at a range. Like,
Yep.
Should I use this?
Yes.
It just says weapon attack.
Yeah, it just has to be a weapon attack, yeah.
Okay. So, and it says when I hit, I just hit, so I will make that a distracting strike. So I'm going to add a superiority die.
Okay.
The damage, so that's just another 6 points of bludgeoning damage, but the next attack roll, coming from someone else than me, will have advantage against this finger. So,
Okay.
yeah. The hammer comes whipping back to my hand. I'm going to try again, throw it a second attack.
Go for it.
What we can do. Yeah, and I'm just like spitting. I'm so mad. I'm like, oh, you're fucking kidding me. I'm having a wild stand here. I don't think that's good. That's only a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Okay. it goes whizzing by, but I come back, catch it in my hand. That'll do it for old Drumris.
I will say the first hit as you crit on it, another one of her spectral like swords. I was like, I have these things keep disappearing, but every time she's been blasted either by a spell or anything has come, these things have basically reacted and attempted to shield her and have been shattered, and it's been reducing the damage. But you destroyed another one of her special swords. There's 2 figures underneath her now. I will use her third and final until her next round. Legendary action. As there are now 2 of you guys completely underneath her, and you guys have got her attention. I will need.
You're within 10 feet.
We're gonna just do her. We're gonna do her not her negative.
It's fine if the magic user, so you have to be like, advantage.
She's gonna witch bolt attack at both of you. So, first one at the Emperor is a 30 to hit.
Oh, jeez. I would say.
The second one at Drumris is a 20, not nat.
Yeah.
I'll do the. Geez, I did. It's 24 points of lightning damage, and I need wisdom saving throws from both of you as she is attempting to charm you guys.
Do I got... wait. So wouldn't I resist that with my cloak, some of that damage?
Yep,
Okay. Is it half?
it is half.
Cool. That's
On the charges.
Okay. Mark that, which I'll do with that later. This is 12 damage.
Yep.
And then I have advantage against spells, which would be charm, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Stop clicking.
Need a 21.
I'm sorry, what was it, a wisdom?
Wisdom saving. Yep.
Okay, first roll. First roll's a nat 1, so
Oh.
here we use the advantage. That's a 15, I'm gonna use the lucky.
I was gonna say, can only go up from there.
Yeah, exactly.
How far else go?
I'm gonna use a lucky, and I'm gonna roll it one more time. Do I get advantage if I use lucky and
Nope.
re-roll it? Okay.
Nope.
Alright,
Which
fine.
is extra die.
Nope.
I figured, but I
You gotta take whatever you roll.
Yeah, you have to take whatever you roll with the lucky feat. You have to take.
1-3.
23 is the save.
Ah, fuck yeah.
So, Alex, I think I need to roll a 12 to remain concentrating on Spirit Shroud, and I rolled a 15.
Okay.
How much
Doing math
damage did you take?
so 24.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all.
Yep. Half is 12.
Yeah,
Yep.
you defeated it.
Okay,
You're
so
correct.
I don't know how relevant that will be because now I have to do the wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah, probably don't break.
Lucky is the best decision of my life.
So, Aaron, do I get anything that paid near you for this?
Plus 3. Plus
Oh,
3.
okay.
Yep.
That's a dirty 20 on that save.
A dirty 20 is one short.
Yeah, it's 21.
So,
Shit. Looks
Drew-
like me and Drew is my scram.
It's
Drumris.
fine, Drew just took his turn. Yeah, it's like
He did just take his turn, so you don't have to, but Drumris is under the charm effect now. So, Drumris, as this lightning bolt zaps and hits you, basically, this bewitching bolt just grabs into your mind. You just become a little dazed, and Amime looks a lot friendlier all of a sudden to you. So, even though you just smashed her with her hammer, she's just friend, like, kind of thing. So, but you are under the charm. You are under the charm effect now.
Is there a good chance that I recognize this, considering she attempted it on me too? Like, did I see that he didn't make it?
I'm sure with it hitting you at the same exact time, I will say you are understanding of it. You also, just being a bard, would have the knowledge of charms.
Okay, fair.
So I have to find where my charm symbol is.
We're so close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was her last legendary action, though. So we are now at Blocka with Rom on deck.
Alright. I'm going to move here into the door frame
Yep.
of both areas. Basically being able to see both sides and see what's all going on.
Yeah.
And can see the chaos of both. I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, Mass Healing Word. Actually, I've got a dash for this. Yeah, action, dash. I'm going to go. I need to stay within range of Prince as well. I gotta make sure I'm within range of the Prince, Atlas, Guevara, Queen. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word at 4th level. Targeting the Prince, myself, Queen, Guevara, and Atlas, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Brexit. Can I see down people as I'm throwing this out?
Yeah, I guess the Black would have no way to know that they're dead.
Yeah. So that will be.
I will say, as much I was like, you have to have visual on the person, right?
I mean, it is a healing word, and I would. Since I did dash, honestly, I've only used 40. Yeah, like I could honestly to make sure I can see the Prince. Drag the Prince so he's in the doorway, and then
I'm
go
just
over here.
Atlas is off the ledge is the problem. You are higher up, so make a
I'm also 15 feet tall.
That is true. I'm still gonna have you. I was like, I kicked him off for a reason to not have.
Not to be that guy, but can you fit through that door okay?
He has the Goliath like duck through.
Yeah.
So
He dashed just like as an Naruto run after it.
roll a perception check to see Atlas. I don't want to do it because I want to give Atlas back, but at the same time, I kicked him off for a reason to make it
I
harder.
can't. You can't get me back. I'm dead. I can't. Healing's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, but I don't know that right now.
Yep.
But perception,
Yep.
that's a 20. 24.
You can barely see him next to Kavara. So.
But yeah, the Prince, myself, Queen, Guevara, Atlas, and Brexit are all being healed for 11.
You appreciate it.
So then that leaves me with 10 feet of movement. Yeah, because it was 50 movement to get there, 10 more feet. So I will completely come out, and I'll like spawn to werewolf. Like, you want to fight someone your own size?
You were also this close of that being countered magic too, so you good thing. I was like, good thing you moved that extra 10 feet.
I had to even reach Atlas and Guevara.
That it for Blanca?
That is it. Did the Queen stand up? Did Atlas and Drexen stand up? None of them?
The only one was the Prince.
The only one that stood up with the Prince? Okay, so they're dead. That's my turn.
Okay. Alright.
How you taking the news of knowing that Atlas didn't move after that?
So I am pissed right now. Like, Atlas, nobody stood up. Like, only people that got healed were me and Prince, and Vara. The 3 people I tried getting back up are not up, and it's my job to fucking protect them. I am like pissed. Like I'm straight up, my hammer is ready. Like I'm not raging, but like you can see the frustration I'm locked up. Like I'm about to bash some motherfucker's skull.
Yeah, everyone knows Blackout's thoughts when he walks out that door and sees the absolute shit show. Like there's a dragon over there fighting Kulsag, and there's people dead over there. There's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Hold on, I feel like there's a...
Well, I was like, what hell did I just walk into? What the fuck is this guy now?
Thank you, Dan.
Oh no, he has the red square.
Throm, the winged elf, flies towards the dagger, uses the rest of his movement after dashing to pick up the dagger and fly to King Gates, and is holding it, handing it towards him. It's literally his entire turn, but he is handing King Gates the dagger with the blood. Silk is still next to Neil, literally shoving Neil, so it's not good. Shoving contest as Silk, they push into Neil, like grabs him and tries pushing him over to the ledge into this magical spinning sword, is basically in a standoff, and as he does so, Neil throws Silk into the air, because I rolled an @ 1 for Silk.
Oh no.
So Silk is getting thrown overboard off the side of this and is taking some bludgeoning damage. Fucking flip.
She had a magical... Oh, she had mirror image on.
Yep.
I was like, what magical effects she have?
She has mirror image still.
Yeah, she's like 3 so thrown off the edge.
Correct. I mean, it's still her attack with an @ 1
Yeah.
reaction. Onka's still gone. Kavari, you're up. Hephaestus on deck. Neil on deck. Grok on deck, and then we're at the top of order again.
Run away. Okay, well, yeah, I got the dagger. Kind of not fucked up my plan. But if I'm being healed, and Kavara's gonna look back at Blocka and be like, flip with her telepathy, like, I'm getting out of here.
You want to play Hephaestus this time?
Oh, to murder or fight people? I think most can handle.
Kavara is gonna Misty Step over here. And then she is going to take this Dust of Disappearance and use it on herself.
Okay.
Far is out of here.
I mean, if you use it kind of in the middle, like, you just don't reappear. You just vamp out.
Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to do with Kavara. I'm trying to just
Disappear?
make her disappear, pretty much.
Become invisible?
You should throw first, then teleport.
Yeah.
And I'm going to... Because my Misty Step was a bonus action.
Correct.
And that was a free action to use the Dust of Disappearance, right?
I have to actually look it up again. What does it say on it? It's normally a...
I don't know, I just know that I have it, and it just makes it disappear. But I will reappear if I use, like, you know, an action or anything like that.
I think it is still an action, but... small pack.
Yeah, I started using action.
Yeah, it is an action. Yeah. And then you have to roll 2d4, is how many minutes it lasts.
D4?
Yep.
12 minutes, that's fine.
2d4.
Well, that is 8.
8 minutes you're invisible for.
Now run, Kavara. Why you still have your movement? Run.
If a creature is affected by the dust, attack or cast a spell, the invisibility ends on that creature. So if you do cast anything when you're invisible, it's still the regular invisible effect on it. So you will reappear if you cast a spell.
So, and that's gonna be Kavara's turn.
Okay.
Do you still have movement?
They're gonna move. You're just gonna disappear and just sit there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They at least move like 10 feet away from you. Disappear.
I just want to get away enough to where Kavara can like start killing herself, but these guys don't know where she's at, especially when she reappears.
Sprinkled it on Atlas's body and took him to that resurrection pool.
Oh, we're coming back for Atlas. Don't worry.
Okay. And Kavara's turn then.
I respect Kavara for evading combat, but I would use this giant furball as a walking meat shield.
Oh, you think I'm not a walking shield? Because I am.
That's my point. I would have bamfed over here to let you deal with it.
That's pretty much what she's doing. She's just like,
Yeah.
I'm getting out here for a second. Like, I need to regroup, and then she'll probably come right back in.
No, that's legit. I dig it. That was a good fight.
Because if I wasn't gonna do that, I literally was gonna grab the dagger, summon 8 war horses, and just get the fuck on out. That plan went to shit, so
You could have turned invisible on the war horses. They'll never know which one you're on.
that was the plan. We were gonna ride through there, then make each war horse start splitting off. So if they decided to chase me, they wouldn't know which one.
I was thinking about how my plans have constantly gotten shot to shit, and I was thinking to myself, wait, you guys have plans?
Pretty much.
There's no
I
plan.
always make plans. Like, that's what I'm doing when I'm sitting here and I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? And then I have to change it up as all the turns are happening.
My plan was to have a rogue backing me up, even though he ran away. So that's why my plan didn't go well.
Yeah, whenever that little guy took the dagger, it's like, fuck. Everything I was about to do just went to shit. So next day, probably.
Hephaestus. It's still standing.
Punch off me in the face.
It's still standing in the dagger attack, so I need a dex save for him again.
He'll knock him out.
It might break the charm effect on him, honestly. He didn't move out of
Yeah,
it.
because whenever he takes damage, you reroll.
Oh, he rolls it, you're right.
Yeah. So if you want to roll for Hephaestus a dex save again.
Yes. That is a 16.
16 is a fail.
Like, you're not subconscious.
Am I okay? And Hephaestus is not within. Is okay.
Hephaestus.
15 feet of the Emperor?
What? It's 10 feet.
Within 15 feet of the Emperor?
I think it's 10 still. Yeah. He hasn't got a buff yet.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. I gotta be.
All this +3 would be enough to save slow one.
It's,
Yeah, because
Can Hephaestus absorb elements from the lightning damage?
yeah, that's his reaction. He can spend that to cast absorb elements to give him resistance.
Yeah.
this is
I
magic
didn't do
slashing
it when-
from the spinning soul.
Yeah, it's not the witch bolt anymore.
This is not the witch bolt. Yeah, he could have used it. I mean, technically, I probably should have gave him the opportunity for a reaction.
That's what I didn't know he had that.
Yeah.
Reaction.
Surprise.
Like, can he do that now? Because he hasn't
Yes.
had any sort of. He was charmed prior to that.
Yeah.
No,
The effect took place after the lightning bolt hit him.
after that. Okay,
Yes.
never mind. He does past that. Okay. But if he does take that, but okay. So while he's charmed, what?
He's,
I
take,
don't think he would be attacked.
he's taking 21 points of slashing damage on the fail save from the
Okay. So then he's
magic sword.
back at 16 health. So he's like charmed. He doesn't think he's hurt with the charm.
The charm effect he has to roll right then to break it.
Roll that wisdom save.
Yep.
Okay.
So I need a.
Looking for a 21 or better. I don't know what Festus' wisdom is. Probably isn't that great.
It's not gonna do it. That's an 8, so he's still charmed.
He is still
Or,
charmed.
yeah,
Okay.
still charmed. And now
He can't move closer to Amime, so he will actually. I was like, move him to your side. Amime is still holding your hand. Well, actually do it like that. So he steps out of the spinning blade. You guys are still within the platform next to each other. And as this blade is still spinning, roll a d4 for me, Avamera. See what spell he's going to use.
So I don't want to go boom, flash you right in the face.
2.
2. 2's not bad. He's causing. He is. Oh, that's funny. I need a con save from you, Avamera.
I'm ready to 17.
What did you roll? Sorry for con save.
Oh, did I? For Avamira,
Yeah.
that was a 17.
17 is just under. His save's an 18. You are reduced. He casts reduced on you. So you shrink down.
You are small and you are a quarter of your weight height. Half your height, a quarter of your weight. You are small.
You are very small.
And any physical attacks you make have a minus d4 to them.
Yep.
I know, because I'm using that same spell from the Festus' coin.
And he will use his bonus action to Guardian Armor himself and gain 15 temporary HP. He has plus 15 HP at the current moment. That is Hephaestus. Neil, we had just thrown Silk into the to the middle of this. Is now looking for Avamera, who just shrunk down a little bit. Just like, what the hell?
Yeah, I sent you a message, Al, but I don't want to interrupt.
I know. I just saw it go off a little bit, so... Well, not really go off, but...
It's only relevant before Anime's turn.
Okay. Got it. Grok is the one keeping the storm up right now. Avamera, he can't see. Silk's in the middle of the ring. Let me roll. 1, 2...
They made her fat.
Let me roll it.
Look at her. Look at her. She's not comfy.
This is like my cat.
Cool. I rolled to shoot at Temin for whatever
Joel,
reason.
did you steal my cat from wherever you are? That was just like my cat.
No, it's my cat. Remember when she was a little kitten?
Oh, yes, he's one. I do remember.
That's good. What's your AC, Temin? I don't think I'm hitting. You're muted.
I realize that. I think it's 17, but let me double check. Yeah, 17.
Cool. Both shots were missing from... And my roll is 16 out of 12.
Nice.
Which is ridiculous. I rolled a nat 1 and like a 3. Oh, wait.
Is he a halfling?
He's raged too. And he has a feat that gives him advantage when he's raged on even range attacks. I forgot I had him raging. Only one of those then still hit it.
Well, I'll do a reaction and deflect missile if it's a shot. Like
It is a shot.
Please catch it and throw it back at him. That'd be great.
Yeah. See if you can throw it back at him.
So,
Probably not gonna do too much damage, but
yeah, the one shot that is connecting it is 12 points
Well, you could do so all the way. Isn't that like a deal of 10 plus
Well,
something?
Yep, 12 points coming at you.
Alright, so I have to roll a 1d10 plus 9. If I reduce it to 0, then I can spend a...
Yep.
Keep winning.
Then I can spend a point.
A D10 plus 9?
Yeah,
Yep.
I rolled a 6, so I reduce that, and I'm gonna catch that bitch, and then I'm gonna throw it back at you.
Okay.
Attack roll.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, attack roll.
19.
19 hits.
Sweet.
Is the single coolest damn thing I've seen you do, Dennis.
It's just
Milkshake.
for 4, but I mean, you gotta think like catching
So
it
cool.
and then basically just whipping it back at you.
Yeah.
Like,
Throw in a flare barrel roll, like a fucking, just the full momentum like that.
And he has to hit for any of his bonuses to hit. His rage is still going because he took damage.
I was like an
He
attack.
gets to attack
Keep
to
going, yeah.
keep his
Could
rate.
happen.
Yeah, I know. But
It's still funny.
it is still funny.
We all play barbarians. We all know the
I
rules.
know. I still think it's funny though. I think I'm gonna move him.
Just checked for my cat, he wasn't there, now I hear him at the door.
We'll move him down just a little bit. Grok's up, and then we're at the top of the initiative.
Alright, so Grok is going to, as his bonus action, have the lightning strike heal. You'll need to make a dex save.
Yep.
Let me double check what called lightning is. Oh, there's a dex save, I don't know what Grok's using. It's a 17 feet.
Dex
Barbarians do get advantage on dex saves.
Yep, I know. Yeah, that's an at 20.
So he saves. Still takes half damage.
And then it's still amplified by Kilo Stag, so it's still the 2 extra dice.
Yep. Yeah, good. Because Grok cast it at 4th level, so it was 4.
Still 6.
And Bill Stack bumped it up to 6.
Yep.
So that will be. I'm just gonna roll it on my.
You're good. I forget what spell this was. For the storm that is
Call of
complete-
Lightning, I believe.
Call of Lightning.
Yep. That's 29 damage. Have.
Does it even actually have Call of Lightning?
Yeah, on the list you sent me, it's. Well, on the PDF, it's on the. Like, PDF on the D&D Beyond it, but I was going off the PDF you sent me previously.
Obviously, you cast it, Alex. So obviously, yeah, but
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I was just going through, because I was trying to remember what the name of the spell was, and I was going through the spell list, and I was like, what the hell was it? So. How much damage was it, sorry?
29 before reduction.
So that's 14.
Alright, that was just his bonus action. Keep it going.
Yep. It's looking rough.
roll 27 on 60 10s.
He rolled a 29.
Oh, that's about average, isn't it?
Yeah. Trying to see what else Grok would have that might do. That isn't concentration because he's holding concentration on the. Grok will, as his action, cast. Yeah, he'll cast Ice Storm.
Whoever hits Omni next with the attack roll has advantage because of
That is true.
It's- Just make sure to keep that in mind.
What's the save on Ice Storm? Where are you casting it, I guess, too?
He's gonna hit Neil again.
Okay.
20-foot radius. Another dex save from Neil. Obviously, he has advantage on it.
Yep. It's a 21.
So say put it as a 20-foot radius around Neil.
Yep.
Turns into difficult terrain.
Let's do this.
And he will take 2d8, 46. So 2d8 bludgeoning.
I have more lightning effects.
That was a whopping 3, so he takes 1 bludgeoning.
Quartered. Because he's raging and he's safe.
Yeah.
But it is magic. So it, because it's magic bludgeoning, it's not.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it bypasses rage because it's magic bludgeoning.
Sorry, I don't have ice. I only have lightning.
Wow, this attack rolled almost minimum. That's 4 cold damage. So 2. I rolled minimum on the cold damage.
Oof.
And I rolled a 2 and a 1 on the d8s. So I almost rolled completely minimum.
Grok's not doing alright, okay? He's almost dead.
Grok is almost
Yeah.
dead.
He's been dead for months.
He has. That is very true.
But that Grok's just gonna keep himself up back there.
Okay.
And that will be Grok's turn.
Perfect. Alright. Top of initiative. We're gonna have some cause and effects because guess what? We've gone 3 full rounds, which is stupid that it's only been actually it's been 4 full rounds now, but the third and final quake is coming. I need
Maybe 24 seconds of my life.
I know, right?
I was really scared that people were still alive.
Yes, I know. I need everybody on this field, literally everybody, to make either a strength or dex save, your choice, as this ground is pretty much just getting fucked right now. Like, this ground, it's like a 7.4 earthquake, let's just say, like, giving you guys a perspective. Everything is just, so if you're on the ground, if you're currently on the ground, you have to make a dex or a strength save.
Is the available to fall off the building?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a pro. He's only like a 27 or 35.
So.
Okay, so Grok had a 7.
I
Okay.
had a 5.
That was for Grok with the 7. Block had a 23.
I'm not gonna put this one with you about to get knocked prone, and we're gonna just go dead from themselves.
DC's a 22, so Brock is knocked prone.
Traverse is not prone.
What's the same?
Dex or strength save?
22.
Yeah, beat a 22.
Yeah. Amaran plus is not prone.
Kavara's not prone, but she's also out in the woods hiding.
Invisibly.
The Emperor stands with a shield and a traditional superhero pose with a 23 strength.
Okay. Alright. I forgot one other. Okay.
Trump's trips and stabs.
Let's just do who actually saved, because I think pretty much everybody, like most of the people. So we have the Emperor
And Block.
and Block on this side. Ami May's flying. She doesn't have to do it. Neil's knocked prone on the back guy on that side. Werewolf and Naluma are knocked prone outside.
Okay. I know it's like not thinking over.
Block and smash that wolf.
The werewolf's prone.
Werewolf's prone.
His turn is before yours, so we can but still.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to go bash a werewolf's fucking skull in.
We have bigger problems though. Wasn't the tree supposed to fall over at the third shake?
Give you guys. There's.
Uh-oh!
You guys see that big ass token?
Is that actual size?
Yeah, that's pretty actual size, honestly. So
No.
she is. I mean, the World
The
Serpent.
World Serpent, yeah.
So I'll give you guys an idea.
They're scared.
I am more impressed and awestruck than frightened.
Yeah, literally a giant hole just like coiling out of the ground. This last earthquake rips apart. Kill Stag still flying in the air. Literally, it was like fending off this dragon. As Kill Stag, I was like, honestly, at this point in time, we're at the top of the initiative. This dragon is dying by Kill Stag's final attack.
Runs away.
Nope.
No?
Is flying towards this side, we'll just say, and just is just, you need to leave now. It's not safe. Like, and literally, as he says that, Jinsara, the World Serpent, burst out of the ground, coiling out. I was like, yeah, I need Rengenko on here too, because Rengenko has been attempting to
Fail.
keeping her away. Rengenko is literally like within this. Give you guys a visual. This this snake bursting out of the ground. This owlbear celestial like being is literally like caught between its teeth, like holding himself as he's attempting to fend off the serpent. As she bursts out of the ground, she's now just like 120 feet up in the air, and she's like is like swirling around. She begins to start coiling around the top part of the tree. With Rengenko literally just like blasting magical shot after magical shot. Kill Stag at this point in time literally flies and is just like there's like 3 titans literally now just fighting above, and the tree is beginning to be strangled by this giant serpent. Yeah, you guys literally have 3 gods fighting above you right now. So, I was like, I'll do damage on them next time around. I just wanted to do that mass introduction, pretty much. Werewolf got knocked prone. Stands up and just like, the timing on everybody's so impeccable today. Like, he's so amused. Standing up, that's his entire movement. So he literally can't do anything this turn. Gates.
I wish I was why I was like, your god was eaten by a snake. Wasn't that your little something about that?
Yeah. Gates is up.
You want outside?
Yes.
No, look at this crap. And oh, he hides his face now that he just growled at me.
Hold on. Why am I not on the right token?
They don't know.
He's moving up. 10 feet away, still just calmly walking. As he is doing so, that dagger that was just handed to him, he begins to lick it, like tasting the blood. Because he's a weirdo like that. But as he begins licking this, there is a golden ore that just like shoots out of his chest and it begins amplifying around him. He lets out just like a grunting, like as it's almost like agonizing to him, but he still enjoys it in a way, which is really, he's just a fucked up man. As he's walking towards you, these 2 flying daggers that he has been basically twirling and catching at different times, he's throwing, he's doing 3 attacks at you, Block, as he begins just calmly walking up towards you. So, first attack's a 25 to hit.
Hits.
21,
In my AC.
and a 30.
All 3 hit.
Nobody's near him yet, so he still can't do his normal sneak attack damage.
I kind of wish I was next to the werewolf since I was going to get knocked down anyways. It would be really cinematic to just stab me and then drop with that sneak attack.
In total, it is 27 plus 16, 43 points.
43 in total.
Yeah, 43 in total from all 3 hits of piercing
Okay.
damage.
What was the highest from?
There
what
was
was
the highest was a 16.
okay, so nothing above double, like over 10.
Everything was above 10, like damage wise, like between each
But,
three
like,
attacks.
half down, it didn't go above 10.
Over 20 is what he's looking
No,
for.
nothing's over
Over
20.
20, yeah.
No.
So was that 46 you said?
43.
43? Okay. So I will make the 3 con saves to keep the large form. Good. Oh yeah. I don't know why. That's a 9. That's a line under. This dice looks so fucking weird. Cause it has a line under it, but it's like line on top of it. It's like, oh, that was 6, but at the same time, there's a line under it. Not it looks like a 9.
That's weird.
So okay, form is down. That's fine actually. I go back to normal size.
Alright.
I'm fine with this
Token
because
on you,
this
Blanca.
lets me bring
Roll
concentration
better.
up for something else.
Okay. That's his 3 attacks though.
Alright.
Because yeah, I mean, I have other things I could do with him. We still have. You guys literally are like fighting like 20 bosses right now, so that's why it's so much fun. All right. As he like is just calmly walking, like I said, these daggers just flying at you. We go to Amime, who still has 3 of her spiritual swords spinning. She can move them. Beginning of her turn. One's going to stay next to Avamera. I mean, honestly, this is probably what it'll be. So, I need dex saves from the Emperor, Silk, and Avamera. That 20 was the save.
Fuck, you said 20 is the save.
21's the save.
21 is the save.
What happened, Barry? You're concentrating Cloud Daggers. I don't know if you remember that.
I rolled a 16 for a total of 19, so...
19 is a fail. And then Silk, I have to roll for Silk. Silk's gonna fail. So it's 20 points of magical slashing damage. If you failed, halved down to 10 on saves. I think Silk might be... Silk's looking real rough. Let's do her. Yeah. Still flying. I'm going to move her up probably 10 more feet. And just. I mean, she has 2 targets, really, she's looking at. Avamera and Grok. Witching bolts are going to be coming at you guys. So,
Charge the whole party at this point, right?
that's kind of our plan.
Croc is wise. Go ahead with that asshole.
I don't. Grok's AC is like stupid too. So it's a 22 Witching Bolt coming at Grok, and an 18 coming at Avamera.
Grok's AC is 19.
Okay.
That's all
The Grok probably gonna die, isn't he?
It's 21 points of lightning damage
To Grok.
to both of you, like to both Avamera and Grok.
Grok does have magic resistance and will use his reaction to split that in half.
Okay. So 10.
Time of a marriage, you have that cloak.
How much damage was that, Al?
21.
To Grok?
Yep.
21.
21.
So, that's down to 10. So Grok has to make concentration for his lightning.
Yep.
Did Avamera have a cloak of resistance? I know most of them.
Everybody got it. It's just depending if you have fully equipped or if you're just using the charges.
I have fire resistance leggings equipped. I don't know about a cloak. It's been given a long time ago.
Yeah. There were.
I don't.
I think everybody has it on their character sheet too. So let me find it.
Grok will held concentration on the lightning storm.
Can Avamera counterspell?
The Witching Bolt is technically, it's a ranged spell attack.
It is still a magic spell.
It is still
right?
a spell, so yeah, it's technically dead.
What level would I have for counterspell?
Just earn a 3rd level. And Alex will tell you if you have to roll against it or not.
Are you doing a 3rd level counterspell? On you.
Yes.
Let it go through.
So Alvera is safe.
So you will not take the lightning damage.
I'm curious, would counterspelling it counter both shots? Because it's... I'm trying to double check both.
It's 2 different attacks.
Unless Witch Bolt naturally summons 2 of them, then no.
Yeah, if Witch Bolt naturally summons 2, then it would counter both.
But if she just summons 2 for each her turn, she could summon 2 different spells, then
Yes.
it would be not.
Um,
I'm pretty sure Witch Bolt only casts 1. So
it
she,
is only 1, and it's
You
1
can
target,
only
but
one,
she double. I was like,
she double casts it, yeah.
She
so
double
she can only
casts.
cast one.
Yeah.
That's all I was just trying to remember.
Yep. So, Avamara, you are able to counterspell the Witch Bolt coming at you. Like I said, I'll move her. She is now. I wish I really could give like a footage. Ami May is probably about 30 feet up in the air now, flying. She's moved. She's floated up even higher at this point in time. That is her turn. So we go to Vel. Atlas on deck.
I need to know specifically how high, because you said she went up like another 10 feet, which would put her at 25.
Yep, 25. Yep.
Alright, that's important.
I know.
Well, Bale's just gonna give a little update for everybody on the other side of the wall. Scott's dead, Alice is dead, Queen's dead. I'm sure you noticed the snake. I think we're fucked.
I'm sure everyone saw the snake.
And don't forget to mention that Gavar just kind of ran away.
And Kavar disappeared.
Yeah.
No trace, not a word. I can't sneak attack anybody. Has the world's snake acted yet?
Nope. The emerging snake is it emerged. That's basically it. So and it's now coiling around the tree that you guys are at the base of the root of the tree system. Like
If I hadn't had a turn in initiative, I could sneak attack the snake.
sneak attack the snake. I want to sneak attack the snake.
The giant snake the size of the tree.
Right, the good and it'll do.
Hey, if you die, this will be the single coolest fucking thing you've ever done.
I think the coolest thing I've done so far was shooting a werewolf.
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
gotta
there.
stand next to someone.
I support your actions no matter what you do. I'm just saying. Sneak attack I got is right there.
Press F to pay respects.
Yes.
That was good knowing again.
Like, we'll see the tail swat and just
Yeah.
they'll just cease to exist.
Hell yeah.
Peace and fade
Oh,
to
God.
existence. Just gone.
Does a 23 hit?
I'm bumping it by 10 using my reaction.
Does a 33 hit the snake?
A 33 does hit the snake.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
I was letting that go through. I was like, I'm burning my reaction to increase it
That
by
is
10.
so
Oh, that's
dope.
dope. Max damage on the arrow to sneak attack the snake.
Oh my god.
It's too big of a scale to the
27
snake.
plus 14.
41.
If you won, 41.
Is it
Yeah,
bloody? It's
41
bloody, right, Alex?
41 piercing damage.
No. barely a scratch. Barely an inconvenience.
Just what fun. If even.
Didn't even notice it.
Scale, a metal scale. Now, if you don't mind, I believe me.
Hey, look, man, could you imagine if that guy was just slowly, like, just turns slowly and stares directly at you?
This thing can swallow you all.
Veil would just disintegrate, yeah.
Probably shit out your soul, man.
No, dude, for real. I'm literally gonna use my movement action to like hop down, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash even further.
Okay.
Bill's running for the hills.
Do not
I'm going like right down here.
He shot a giant snake, and then he's like, I'm out.
Yep, running.
Dude, what would you do?
Bill, you're running into the chaos.
That is a strategy.
He's running into the arena.
Hey,
If you haven't noticed, there's chaos everywhere. So at least down here, I'm like hidden behind this wall a little bit. So
that man sneak attack a fucking god.
He did. He did.
looks good. looks good.
Now you like running and you look back and the snake's just like coming toward you.
You doomed everyone inside.
Atlas.
My Rick has got an underachievement.
Yes.
Is this thing like bigger than that?
It is my character's name.
Can I have a Constitution saving?
Aaron, this isn't a god. This is who tricked Eve to eat that fucking apple.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I'm glad for advantage because I rolled that one, which didn't bode well, but I got 23.
As you can tell, I just deleted your token on purpose.
It's gone.
Kavara, you're probably far enough away, and nobody else is. I mean, Blocker, you're down smaller, but.
The world flew away.
Alice, your body vanishes. It is absorbed into the ground, almost like these roots are coming up and pulling you into it. As your body is pulled into this ground, these roots begin to just basically dissolve everything. I will say you're being transported. That's all I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
I also have
Curious and curiouser.
all my dead bodies when I start deleting, if they've been fully dead long enough. Yeah, it should be those guys.
Now the character, the same thing happened to them.
Yep.
They're seeking into the earth.
Yeah, I was like, Blanca, I'll say this. You can see Bronte's body as it's go down, basically. These roots basically just start sprouting out and pulling the body into the ground. Emperor, you're up. Avamir, you're on deck.
So, as my action,
I thought I should have a page on that.
I'm going to look
Should
up
have
that
skipped that one.
on your name. The first thing I'm going to do is snap my fingers, and upon that snap, I'm going to cast Charm at 2nd level in an attempt to revive Drumorous and Hephaestus.
You're making your own counter charm essentially, which is something bards get later.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do, is charm a charmed person.
Yep, essentially. And I want to cancel it so that they're both focused for their turns.
So, I mean, they would have to roll your regular DC, basically, if that's what you're doing.
Yep. I'm gonna do it.
You want them to fail.
2nd level so that I can do 2 people.
Okay.
And he's ready both Hephaestus and Drumorous.
Yes.
So they can't choose to fail, but you guys want to fail this to be recharmed, I guess, or break the charm. So, what's your DC on your spells?
Let me get that back up.
Is it 18, 16,
No,
17?
17.
16 wisdom.
So you want to roll under a 16. So for Hephaestus and Drumorous, roll under a 16 is what you want.
Wisdom,
Yes.
natty 2 plus 0 is 2.
Yeah, so you're awakened from your trance and now you're favorable to me instead.
I'll just like look over and I'll just like give you this like stern nod, like I'm back in my head. I think.
She was cool for about 3 seconds, though.
Did you say Hephaestus?
Yep, Hephaestus is the other one.
Or, yeah, roll lower than a 16.
We got
For a wisdom save.
Wisdom, roll low, lower than a 16.
I got a 10 for Hephaestus.
What's your,
Yeah, so both of them have snapped out of their charm effect.
is that what the plus modifier too?
And then, now that that's taken care of, I am once again going to use my bonus action in order to cast Compelled Duel on once again.
Always, never succeeded, but Hepper's gonna get it off one of these days.
Wisdom save of 16 for a comma.
Hepper just wants to be slow.
Or you know she has to roll like a 1 or a 2 to fail this, right?
Hey, well,
It was close, but no, it's a 19.
well, regardless
People
of
outside.
what I said when I attempted it, as I said. So, Alvamera, you clearly took all of the obvious good genes in the family, but you were also the only one born with a spine. And that was my challenge to her. And so that was my action, my bonus action. I'm gonna take like a 5-foot kind of step away from these blades here. This would be a safer distance.
You challenged me. Good sir. That is not the day that you want to do this. She is going to cast Polymorph on you as an legendary action.
Go. You said polymorph?
Polymorph, wisdom save yourself.
Wisdom. Alright, I can go wisdom. Advantage against spells.
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
Strong time.
Okay, first one was in that one. I'm glad I have advantage. Second one is a 21.
Oh!
21 is the save. So you are just able to break out of the spell as it begins to like literally like the magic begins to form and you start getting like chicken legs and then it stops and like it reverses back down.
I said what I said.
That's one of her legendary actions. Alright.
I don't feel like I lost that round.
It's very much a draw.
Yeah, very neutral.
Alamera, you're up.
Okay, so Fauna Daggers is kind of pointless where it's at right now, so Alamera's dropping concentration on that. And now I think Alamera would turn to Hephaestus, and does she notice that his demeanor has changed and that he no longer looks cursed?
Oh,
I think he's still charmed just by the Emperor now.
Yeah, he is still technically. So his eyes go from just black and overness to whatever the Emperor's charm looks like.
I think it'd be like sparkly, like green.
Sparkly green,
like
yeah.
His charm being.
Like a bright teal.
There's a little twinkle in his eye.
It's bright. You look like you have tiefling eyes, but the iris is a bright blue.
Alamera turns to Hephaestus and goes, Hephaestus? Hephaestus, how are you? How you doing? Are you ready to find Naluma?
What? Nalum? Yes, of course, my love.
Also, you can drop concentration at any time as Hephaestus, so he could drop concentration on large reduce if he wanted. Just a reminder.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say he probably would drop it, honestly. So you would come back to normal size after the charm effect takes place. You rolled the better out of the 4 options of spells you could have cast. That was like the easiest, the least effective one.
And Alamera's kind of looking around the rest of the battlefield and trying to see how everyone's doing and if it's even worse.
Oh yeah, you guys are on the ground too right now. It was like you guys were knocked prone, both you and Hephaestus. So
I was gonna move.
Yeah, like it's not looking for us.
Yeah.
It hasn't been great. So I think Abraham will still be like, Hephaestus, do you want to get out of this arena? Come with me now.
as he looks up and like the world serpent literally just like climbing up the side of the tree and just like Fosshog's not far away if we need to get out of here.
I think that would be a great idea. Will you come with me to outside of the arena walls?
Yes.
It's the whole dimension door.
Okay.
Now outside of the arena. Yes.
Where are you guys moving to?
Yeah, like right inside Rogan. Oh, just move.
Yeah, I moved him so you guys can like land on like the stairway. Is that where you want to go? Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That puts a stick in my problem. Am I? What I was about to do?
Oh no.
I've been holding on to an 8th level spell slot for something, and I have Sunburst, and I was just about to nuke everything around me.
Well, we would see you as soon as we dimension door past this entrance and be like, oh, hi, Blanca.
You also would see
But,
for the first
I
time.
feel like we almost died sort of way.
Yes.
Hi, Blanca.
Here's Avamira. Everything will be fine outside. Everything is not.
Everything's not fine.
You literally land outside, and as you see Blanca at the bottom of the stairs, walking slowly, like very cockily, like I said, is King Acutus Gates. Golden crown. He is covered in his crimson royal robes that are just like ridiculous. Off to your right, north part of the map, you can see Naluma is standing there. She probably just dropped her hand from attacking Kavar as Kavar has ran away. And then between the archway, you see the giant werewolf is like hunched over and he's like still clutching at his neck and stuff like that. But he like there's a pool of blood around his feet. And then the winged elf still. The giant titans are higher up, even though their tokens are there. So they're
Does Hephaestus see Naluma?
so. I don't want to do anything not on his turn right now. So whatever else you want to do. Yeah.
I guess would Blanca and Avamira have any interaction because I still have movement that I could do.
I would get back. I'm about to do something kind of crazy.
You need to come.
What do you mean, Blanca? Get back into the arena?
Let's just say there's going to be a small sun here in about 5 seconds.
Okay. Avamira will just grab onto Hephaestus' arm and can we run back through the entrance into the arena?
You're going back to the entrance?
Now we gotta get inside.
Like
So we're running away there. And then Blanca's like, run away is what it is.
you only have 15 foot of movement with being prone, so
Like, where can we run the shield ourselves here?
right where you're at is
I
probably
have some movement.
You're fine getting like into the tunnel.
yeah. You can barely get into the tunnel with the movement after being knocked prone. Like
I guess Avamira would just try to move wherever.
okay,
I don't know.
You guys-
Running,
yeah, you
wherever
run it-
Blanca's kind of
yeah.
like pointing me.
yep.
Yeah, like just
She darts
Go back.
to the right.
Okay, in the tunnel you go.
Avamira will dart to the right. I can't say the same for Hephaestus, but let's say I go to the right.
Okay.
Would Hephaestus be able to?
Are you taking them with you? I'll put them right behind you. Like he's not getting very far.
We got it. No. Avamira.
Alright. Naluma rushing towards you, Avamera and Hephaestus, and just looks at the two of you guys. You guys are booking away from Blocka, basically. She sees that you're looking pretty rough, and just, oh dear, why do you? It's not safe out here. And she like looks over at King Gates and Blocka. We need to get out of here. But as she says that, she is pulling out her second dagger and stabbing at you, Avamera. All she needs is a little bit of blood. Just a little bit of blood. So.
Basically hand all the queens right to her.
Blood.
Give me your blood. What is
All
your
I'm getting is blood. Blood. Blood is all I'm getting.
Not a very good attack. I think this is missing you. That's only a 12.
And that does not hit. So I'll try to dodge away.
Yeah. She spins her dagger up, like, you feel the squeezing in your hand of Hephaestus as he, like, does so. This dagger comes up, and you're able to basically just wipe your head away, as this dagger was definitely coming towards your throat, and you were able to move out of the way. And just, she, like, not, like, holding her arm up and keeping direct eye contact with, like, the both of you, and just like, darling, what are you doing? We need her. Festus just looks at you. I have no idea. What are you doing, Naluma? Are you under a spell? That's all Naluma can. Let me make sure. That's all she can do, but I have a legendary action from King Gates. Philbog, you're in the way. Move, and he is moving closer, still confidently, just continuing his stride. He is walking up, and he is taking 2 more attacks at you, Blocka. As I throw my first dice, 25 and 27 to hit.
Okay.
15 on the first, 13 on the second. So 28 total damage of piercing damage.
You said 15 and what?
13, so 28 total.
Yep.
So. You know what's cool?
What?
He can move right by you. With quick step, he just continues his movement without the attack of opportunity. Moves right next to Hephaestus and just like, I thought we killed you a long time ago. But that is his turn. Well, that's his bonus action. Prince Bronte is back alive, is laying on the ground, barely. I don't think he can get up. I think he's kind of just looking up at the serpent, and he will move his bare minimum footage towards the top and just looking down. And we have to go through like 20 different characters. It's so much fun. Sorry.
Next question is Silk, friend or foe?
Friend.
Also important.
How long does this take? 1 round. He is beginning to chalk lines in the ground, standing on the top. He's going to start a teleportation circle.
The prince.
Yep. The prince is beginning a teleportation circle at the top of this right here. That's his turn. Temin, you're up.
Okay, so what's this lightning thing around?
It's technically an ice storm.
It's difficult terrain.
It's difficult terrain, yes, but I don't have ice, so
It's
we did
not
lightning.
like a fucking shield or anything like that I can
No.
still shoot it in, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What's Anume's status? She was bloodied up last session, right?
Yeah. Both Neil and Amime are very bloody.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take another shot at Neil again. He seems to be a pain in the ass that I don't like having to fuck around with. And he also shot at me the last time too, so he can get fucked. Yeah, we're just gonna do a set of spear gun shots because
Yeah.
yeah. First shot is gonna be a 21.
That hits.
Cool. 5 force damage.
Oh, 5.
Second shot
Jesus.
is a 23.
That hits.
That's gonna be for 13 force damage. That should knock him back because that was a 10 that I rolled.
Yep.
And then the third shot is an 18.
18's his AC.
So that doesn't hit, correct?
No, it hits.
Oh, it does? Sweet. 3 for 3. And that's 8 force damage. Nice, so...
Temin, how do you want to do it?
Oh, sweet! Yes!
Yeah, fuck you, Neil.
Alright, so... I would like the first shot, because I see some sort of like pillar thing like right here or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd like the first shot to like knock him back a little bit. The second shot was the strongest one, and I want that to like really fucking nail him into the thing. And then the third one, he's like just pinned against the fucking pillar, and the impact from the third shot will hit him through, like it's gonna go through the pillar, kind of Dragon Ball Z-ish, and it's gonna
Yeah.
crumble down on top of him.
That's exactly what I pictured too, so that's awesome. Good shots. Yeah, literally you're just spear gun, like all 3 shots, like simultaneously as all 3 of these hit. Their first one knocks him back a little bit, the second one force pushes him into this column, and the last one is just enough to blast him through the column as the column completely collapses on top of his unconscious body, well, his dead body. So, yes.
You can get fucked. Quite literally. I'm sure one or several of those stupid.
You still got a movement and a bonus, I think, don't you?
I do. So
Does Alka come back after Neil dies?
Yes, technically it does. Which I'll put him back once, I mean, he's coming up on initiative-wise.
Yeah.
So, surprise when it gets back.
He literally was there when he got teleported away, so.
Alright, so I'm gonna move up here. And I'm gonna heal myself some more. My bonus action.
Okay.
Do 2 healing dice. For 10, sweet. Do less dice, heal for more. Who would have thought? And that's gonna be it for me.
Drumris, you're up. Blocko, you're in deck.
Yep.
No, I think. So I'm gonna like 30 some feet up, right?
Yeah, 25 feet up in the air.
25. Okay. to the Emperor. And I think in Droomer's mind, this is like one of those like, oh yeah, like the beefy armored dudes, and you know, like a bro pat him on the back moment. But he's used to that with other dwarves, and so he, I don't know, he can't quite reach up to your back, so he puts
low bones. Just the unacknowledged low knuckle bump. Boom.
Yeah.
Low bones.
Yeah, and he'll use a bonus action to do the brace maneuver. Or no, not the brace maneuver, the rally maneuver. So, gonna get some temporary HP. Let me get you that. So that's gonna be 9 points of temporary HP. Not much, but you know, just a little something. And like throwing the hammer, knowing that like just a little bit out of the range, I think he'll like hold the hammer and like again that golden energy. I'll shoot the 3 eldritch blast beams
Okay.
up at Omni-Man. All right, so I'll roll the beams first. That's good. First one is 29 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Second beam is 18 to hit.
Just misses.
And the last one, 12 to hit. So 1 of 3. Okay. He's big damage. 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage.
Having never experienced temporary hit points before, the Emperor looks at you and says, Droomers, I have chills.
They
Oh,
multiply.
that was a
Huh?
that was a good
They
fist bump.
multiply.
I kind of feel it too.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Where am I?
Unleash the sun, boys.
Not before I unleash 2 more witching bolts.
Yep.
Avamir is gone. So Grok is still up. The Emperor is still up. 2 witching bolts are coming at you guys. So first one at Grok.
At Rock.
Yep, that's a 32.
That hits.
Jesus Christ. And then it's a 35 to hit the Emperor.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just in case.
It's 27 points of lightning damage.
Rock's down even if you reduce it.
And I can also, so hold on, let me get this straight. So if you use a charge on the cloak, because I am attuned to it.
Yep.
Were you saying I can use a charge to half damage?
The charge makes it so I have to pull it up.
You get resistance.
Yeah,
It's
you
as
get
if
resistant.
save.
Yeah.
It's basically as if you save the.
Yes.
Like it would be like a save or a resistance to the magic damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But if you use too many charges within the day, when you're not attuned to it, it removes the magical properties of that cloak.
That's when you're not attuned, though.
Okay, okay. So I'm eating how much damage? I'm sorry?
27 points of lightning damage.
Alright. Good feeling's gone.
Alright.
Okay.
Now it's blocking, right?
Yes. Now it's blocked.
I'm like stepping around next to King Gates, and I'm like, you aren't leaving yet. And I'm going to cast Sunburst. As I'm casting, I'm saying start. Like I'm like looking over at Alvin, I'm like, sorry, I'll get you back up. And because
I just want to blow you up.
King Gates just moved into the right spot where I couldn't put it somewhere that wouldn't hit you and Hephaestus. So I'm putting it right here.
Okay.
And it's a 60-foot radius, so Constitution saving throws from
Everybody pretty much?
everybody actually, I can't see Kavara, so I don't know where Kavara is. So yeah.
Kavara's off the map technically, right?
Okay, is Kavara more than 60 feet away from that point I was marking?
I honestly,
Yes. I was gonna say because I Misty Step and used all her movement to kind of like get back
Yeah.
to the trees. So.
yeah, I give you, yeah.
Okay, so then from Werewolf, Naluma, King, Professor, and Avamira need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As I cast Sunburst.
We need Alphamira's blood, let me help you. Boom.
Okay.
I did warn her.
Rolling. Really good. What's the save?
18.
Okay. The brothers both have failed with a 15 and a 13.
Okay.
King Acutus is choosing to save.
Okay.
Avamera fails, Hephaestus saves.
Best to save, so
And then-
does Naluma fail?
I have to pull up Noluma's one second. Naluma fails.
Okay, so 3 that failed are also blind for a minute.
Okay.
Well, Avamir is blind as well. You make a Constitution save at the end of each turn. If you succeed, you are no longer blind.
Got it.
And now to roll some damage.
Yeah. Roll some dice.
Wow, that's only 34 damage, but it's 34 radiant damage.
Avamera will take half.
Oh, yeah, because she's a angel lady.
So,
Where's my other? Is it not working? 34.
34 radiant, yes.
Cool. How do you want this werewolf to go out?
Oh, I want really, like, the sun bursts behind him and it just vaporizes him. Like, they see the spark of the sun kick off and it just expands out and he is gone. He is dust.
Sure, this is metaphor for something that's not very good.
Phase out.
But not like a phase out. Think like Shockwave comes out and he's just, his body, instead of like falling from the shockwave, just breaks apart.
Like Terminator 2 atom bomb scene
Yeah.
against the fence.
Literally just nuked him.
Yeah, he literally nuked him.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's so poetic to be a werewolf too.
Feel the sun.
Bonds. And then Throm's looking awful. Like this explosion out has basically just burned back like everything on him. Like his cloak and tunic has just started like melting off as he tries flapping his wing off, and like his wing is beginning to like just disintegrate from this radiant light.
And I'm going to bonus action mass healing word at 6th level for me. I'm a Marian Hephaestus.
Okay.
All the high slots now. That's the rocks and the dice.
Sounds so cool was 64s.
That was the wrong set. Dice. 14.
Can you reach the prince too?
I
I don't know.
I'll be able to see the prince, so the prince would get healed as well.
Okay. For 14.
He'll hurt the prince. For 14, yep.
He didn't get hit with the nuke, but I think he took damage in the fight.
Well, I had just revived him for 10 previously, so that puts him up to 24.
Alright. Anything else, Blanca?
That's all.
Why do you have to go and do stuff like that?
Trauma's blinded.
Drum is blinded.
Didn't even know his brother got vaporized.
He does not. Creatures can't see and automatically fill any ability checks. Attack rolls against creatures of advantage. Okay, so yeah. I think he would just fly up a little bit, maybe like 10, 15 feet, and then make that save. You can't really do anything without being able to see, so.
Yeah. That's good.
So, what's the save he needs?
18.
Doesn't matter, he rolled a nat 1.
Still blind.
Still blind.
You know who killed Guevara. Oh, Bale has advantage against him now.
There's one. Okay.
If anything, I just saw like a bright light coming through here.
Yeah.
Oh, you get like it is like direct sun, not like even direct sunlight, like it is as if you were on the surface of the sun. Let's just say.
There's well.
So the All-Star song.
Okay. Silk's up. Silk has just gotten tossed overboard, has to stand up a little bit to get onto this platform next to the Emperor and Drumus and kind of just... Bloody hell, that was fucking awful. She's still crazy, as we can tell. Let's try to get her down. And... I mean, she's been doing it, but they're going to just... It's not, they're too high. Never, wait. It has to coordinate from you. Okay, never mind, can't do that. Silk is going to throw down a floating disc. So the disc is immobile and basically can make you lift off the ground. Let me see how wide it can. 3 feet into my... So one person can go on it up to 500 pounds. I thought it was wider than that. Right? Disc is mobile. We can't cross elevation of 10 feet or more. For example, the disc can't move 10 feet deep or blah, blah, blah. You can move more than 100 feet from the disc. Okay. That's crazy. Yes. So the disc, I was like, they will throw down the floating disc and hold it out for movement. It can move up to 20 feet, I want to say it was. Yep. More than 20 feet away from it. So it is directly under Amime, Drumus, and the Emperor. If you need to get closer, this disc is basically floating there, and Silk is holding it off if you need to get off the ground. So Silk is attempting to aid you guys into any sort of aerial if needed.
Yeah, I'll definitely take that. That's dope. I do have an idea though, but if she goes any higher,
And then Silk will begin just tooting out a what a lovely day to slay a queen, what a lovely day to see the scene, and cast Bardic Inspiration on Drumus.
I'll just like, I'm like battle ready, but I'm like, yeah.
since he inspired you and not me, I'm just gonna be like, it was a little flat.
That is going to be Silk's turn. Oka just reappeared from the fucking another dimension, just like what the hell kind of thing. Looks around, sees Temin next to you, just like, And the sky is still, well, the sky's not storming anymore. That's technically down.
Yeah, because Rock is down.
Grok is down. I'm gonna just drop that over there. No more storm. I forgot about that. Looks over at you, Timon, and looks back and just like, she's still here. Wonderful. Takes his 2-hand axe and he will turn and he will throw them at Amime in the air. 24, 25 are gonna hit. See if he can. Okay. He gets one more for shields down. Bonus action. He's already second wind, so he can't do that. Never mind. And he will just move slightly here. Kavara, where are you going?
Alright, so by standing back up from prone, that takes away half my movement.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna stand up. And Kavara was gonna heal, but I'm seeing, like, based on my speed, I'm probably like 20 feet off the map.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna come like 10 feet closer. And I just saw this giant blast from whatever the fuck it was over there, and I see this guy fly in the air, and Kavara's gonna be like, ooh, free shot.
And
So-
he's blinded.
And would this also be considered a sneak attack?
He doesn't have vision, so yes.
And doesn't know you're in
Yeah,
front
you
of
have advantage.
Yep.
You have advantage on attack rolls.
Yep, you have advantage, so it is sneak attack.
Alright, so first off, starry form, because why not?
This is the most poetic fight I've ever seen.
And here comes the first attack. 20.
20 hits.
Fire damage. So that's 8, and let me roll the fire. So that's 9 damage, one of it being fire.
Okay.
And the first one, second attack.
Only 9 points of damage. Are you attacking with sneak attack?
Yeah.
Did you roll your sneak attack damage on that?
His
Alright.
Kavara.
So, yeah,
No.
Oh.
I
Yeah, no, you're.
I just want advantage.
Got it. Okay.
That's only a rogue thing.
I was like, for a minute, I was just like, wait, Kavara doesn't have.
Alice is well, no, Alice is that, so yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good. So,
I'm still used to 3.5 when it comes to that.
yeah, no, you're good.
My bad, guys. But that was just the basic damage left, I guess.
Okay.
Sneak attack damage, so. Second attack, I had a 16. That's my highest roll.
16 hits.
That'll be 7 plus another d6 of fire. So 11 damage.
Hey.
11.
He had 10 HP. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I just want him to burn from this. Catch on fire, and just fall down.
That is both the brothers burn.
And I still got one more attack to make, and Niluma, well, Kamara doesn't like her.
Naluma's blind as well.
So does a 27 hit Niluma with my starry attack?
Yes.
It would also be an advantage. If you want to see if you crit.
Oh, that's fine. 6 damage coming at her from the woods.
Okay.
It's
See
all
if you
radiant.
crit. Just see if you crit.
Fine, I'll roll again. And
No.
no.
Forgot to say Niluma is bloodied too, so everybody's weird.
And flip Kavara is just gonna kind of end her turn.
Okay.
But how do you know, Habanera being over there near Niluma? How do y'all think that would
They're
attack?
both blind. They're both blind.
Oh,
They're
both
all
so
blind
they're
over there. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Hephaestus, myself, and King are not blind, but both Niluma and Alamir are blind.
Well, Hephaestus may hate me for that.
Well,
You're
you
no
saw
longer
Niluma stab at Alamira.
Can't see you.
That's true, and they still can't see me, so I'm still like hidden over here.
I was gonna think that they're blind or that they're invisible forever.
Hephaestus.
Nobody can.
Hephaestus is getting attacked by King Gates.
Legendary.
Legendary. I think this is kind of an overkill, but he is next to it. He now has the sneak attack, and He was supposed to be dead. So I finally get to use my sneak attack. 2 attacks. It's a 23 and a 25 to hit Hephaestus, which both are hitting. With sneak attack on the first one, it's 41 points of damage, and then 12 more on top of that to Hephaestus. So Hephaestus would have gotten a turn, but he's taking 50. I can do math. 53 points of damage.
He only had 30, so yeah.
So Hephaestus about ready to act as he can't see anything all of a sudden.
Hephaestus saved, so he can still see.
Oh, did he save? Okay. Well, he
Yeah.
saves, but it was like literally these 2 daggers just spinning around you, block as they had just recently attacked you, but both hit the back spine of Hephaestus, and he just crumbles down to the ground. So I need a death save from Hephaestus.
And Avamir is blind and doesn't see this happening.
And
Hear it,
that
though.
I can't do on his,
Just roll it. It's just a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Because I'm not going to add anything
It's
to
not
it.
even Constitution. It's just a straight roll.
It's a straight D20. If it's a 10 or higher, it's a save. If it's that under that, it's a fail.
Yep. Unless he has a cruel perfection, then he gets +1.
17's 1 save, so 1 in the clear. But unfortunately, that is his turn. Grok is dead. I need a death save from Grok.
Yep. 14.
14
That's a save.
is a save.
Missed that.
Rengenko. Temin. You hear as Rengenko is fighting this serpent literally to the top of the tree, begins to shroud out the tree, which is a very weird thing. But basically you hear Rengenko calling out to you and just get the champions away. It's no longer safe. We've been compromised. We must rethink our actions. And as you hear that, like I said, the trees and roots and everything around you begin to almost like vaporizing, almost like it's going to. I mean, you're very well aware of what the spirit realm looks like, but it almost looks like the tree of life is being transported to another dimension. Like literally, Rengenko is trying to remove Jensara and this tree of life from this realm right now. As Killstag is flying around and just super strong gusts are attacking the snake, and as the snake is beginning to just chomp down on the tree and has its fangs bitten into the side, as Rengenko is attempting to phase it out, it begins to steel over. Like the fangs are basically making it petrify itself and become pure steel, and it's going down the side of the tree as Rengenko is attempting to, like I said, get things under control. But that's what the 3 Titans are doing right now. Gates, standing still in front of you, Blocka.
Yep.
And just super annoyed with this spell that you had just gone and done. Still needing Avamera though too. Is looking at you, looking at Avamera, looks at Naluma and just... You're really throwing me off.
You know this is going to happen. I've done it since I was fucking fighting you since the start.
So, 2 attacks coming at you. First one's going to miss with a 16. Second one is a 32 though.
That's a hit.
It's not. 15 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
And he will continue standing where he is. That's Gates. Ami May. I'm going to have you roll right after Vel's turn. Roll me a D100. You're in... Oh, actually, we might change it up. what she's doing. She's flying over to Grok's body. Looks at Vel, who's near. Looks over at the three of you within the center. And is moving Blade and Blade. Blade is going to go through... It's going to be Silk, I mean, based off of where it is. Silk is saving. Grok is taking 2 death saves.
It's not a melee attack though, is it? It's magic.
It's a magic slashing.
It's magic slashing, but it's only like magic slashing. Not like it'd be like Cloud of Daggers magic slashing type thing. That's still only 1 death save for Cloud of Daggers.
She still has her 2 attacks though.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting all three death saves are Grok is...
One way or another.
Yeah, Grok is dying, and then Silk is saving on the spell going through them. So they're only taking 10 points of damage. Silk is literally hanging on with 6 HP right now, so... But as Amime... holding her normal, she has this like magical sword she also holds too, stabs down at Grok and pulls it out, has the blood dripping from the tip of her blade. Just finally 1 more to go. And that's gonna be her turn. Vel, you're up.
Oh, he dead. Again. Well, is she still alive?
She has dropped down technically to do this, so no, she's no longer flying.
I guess I was going right. That's something I can do. Gonna... Only more do I? Oh, funny. I'm gonna use a bonus action to Misty Step. Right here. I think that's what they're doing it right there.
Otherwise, if you go up here,
Yeah.
I think it's elevated.
Correct.
So it would be level, but
Yes.
you get a partial decision.
Correct, yeah. Aaron is right on that.
Strategy-wise, right here would be the spot. Depending on what you're trying to do, like this will give you a partial cover, which is due to AC, and then you'll be level with it. This is
I'm also trying to use my movement to book it out of there after I shoot her though, so...
Okay.
Bronte still has the teleportation circle open and he's holding it to you at the moment, just to let you know. So, let me...
Oh yeah.
How big is the teleportation circle?
You have to be within 5 feet of him, so I mean, there's like... Yeah.
Okay, so I can Misty Step over here, and then use my regular movement to go right here, so I'm still on level field with her, and then I'm gonna shoot her.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm attempting to shoot her. Yeah, that's a 16.
16 does miss.
Well,
Oh, you didn't say try.
I did say try, and you know what? Why not? I'm going to use my action church. And we're going to try it again. Pretty please.
Okay.
That's a 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
Yay!
Whatever.
For 13 piercing damage.
She's down to 1 blade. Looking
Yay!
like, I can't emphasize how rough she looks. Like, she literally is just, her garbs are completely just slashed open from hit after hit. Her mouth is just like super swollen right now. Like, she's determined to get the, like, she's just said one more to go, but there is just this demonic look in her face, but she's barely holding on right now.
End my turn by telling the Emperor, I suggest the javelin. And I'm done.
Okay. D100.
Oh, I thought that was 100%. No, it's 30.
Alright.
30? Okay.
No, not a very fancy number.
Okay. With a 30, that's not the greatest, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Technically, there's 2 people. You can't. Roll me a D12.
5.
Sir, 2 dogs managed to kill a squirrel in the backyard, so,
Fun.
yeah. Mabel tried bringing it into the house.
With a 5. What do you want to say to Blanca?
Say to Blanca.
Say to Blanca. As Atlas, what do you want to say to Blanca?
Is like.
I can't give you too much context, but you have one communication, and I will tell you this: you have to ask Blanca without understanding. He has to answer a question of yes and no, but you get to literally speak to him for a second. Like, this is communication through the ethereal field that flows through the tree of life. Is how you're communicating through.
I honestly have like no idea why, no idea what's happening. Just know I'm talking to Blanca. It's like, no, like things aren't going well. It's like, I'm sorry I never finished your hammer. That's all I can probably think about at the moment. Like whatever weird mumbo jumbo. Yeah, it's the worst. But like, I'm sorry I never finished your hammer you've been waiting for.
You can respond to Atlas for a short second, and I need a yes or no from you. I'm not going to tell you what.
Maybe I'll be able to get help from Chris to finish it. Engrave your name. And yes.
Okay. Yes was not. Well, yes is an answer.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm excited. Just whatever the
Blanca.
answer is.
As you are saying yes, the field in front of you that you see begins to darken black and white. Gates reaches out at you and just faces right through as you are being pulled into the spirit plane. The tree of life is, like I said, as Rengenko is attempting to remove this from this field of this plane of existence, it's grasping at little things of life, and it has got a hold. As you look down at your ankle, there's a root that has started grabbing you, and you are starting to phase out of this plane and into the spirit world. You are no longer on this battlefield. The Emperor, you're up. Avamir, you're on deck.
Alright. So, I am. Now, as a bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step to here. And then, once again, with the storm, clouds gone, it's a bright, sunny day. And I'm going to hold my hands up like I'm wiping away the sky. It's turning into the darkness as the moon shines down. Or just for good measure, a 4th level moon. If that wasn't obvious.
And that is obvious, and that is why I saved my last negate spell. So unless you cast it at a higher level or somebody can counterspell, it completely negates it.
What's the javelin?
I don't be tanking as high as Paladin.
That's only, yeah, I mean, it's only 4th level. That's the highest I can cast.
Unfortunately, as your spell begins to form, it also starts dissipating.
Well, that's all I got. So, I'm at the teleportation circle, though, which was really my goal.
Yep. Alvamera, you're up. As you go, it was like you're blinded though, right?
Yep, she is.
So, as of right now, you heard something drop next to you. There might have been a little bit of, we'll say, like bodily fluid splatter that hit as Hephaestus had dropped. But you're standing next. I was like, you have just been blinded, and everything is kind of just ringing right now. So.
Where did we enter on this map?
You enter down here.
I think what Avamir would do if blinded would be to just try to get to safety. So I feel like she would. If she can't see and panic, and I feel like she would dimension door again to at least the first place on the map and try to, I don't know. She knows that no one's there at the moment.
Okay.
That's true. You don't need to see them. You just need to know
You
where
just
you're
go
going.
out. Yeah, Dimension Door does work without vision, so you are able to definitely Dimension Door over.
Yeah, because it works if you bend to that place or call it, so I think that would be very turn. Yes.
And your turn, roll Constitution saving throw to see if you get your sight back.
Yep.
Alright. I do not.
Naluma cannot see as well.
Yep.
Naluma does not move and cannot see still.
She failed the con save.
She failed the con save. Bronte is up. Technically, his spell is supposed to go off at the beginning of his turn of teleportation. So the 3 people that have made it to the teleportation circle are leaving. Temin, you're up.
I'm all alone. There's no one here besides me.
Oh, Drumus is still there.
Drumus, Onka, Silk, and Temin are still there, with Amime having just stabbed her sword into Grok and pulling it out.
Kill the queen.
This bitch needs to go. I'm gonna move here. So is Grok like
Dead.
at 0 hit points and has like death saves to do?
Dead.
He's dead.
Completely dead.
Dead again.
Dead again?
He's used to it.
Alright. Well, then this bitch is gonna take some shots, because this ain't happening. Well, I mean, it is, but she ain't getting away with it. So, shot numero uno is a 26.
That hits.
And that is for 13 force damage. Second shot.
No swords left.
No swords left. That was the last shield.
Second shot's on 11, so that's gonna miss.
Yeah, that misses.
And then 15.
That misses as well.
Alright. Counting on your girls.
No pressure.
Anything else? Any bonus action?
No. I think I'm good.
Alright. Drummerus, you are up.
So the platform that Silk conjured up, how high off the ground is that?
It's right next to you, and it can move
Okay.
up to 10 feet off the ground and can fly up to 20 feet without using your movement. But it can get you basically into the air if needed.
Anme's also on the ground now, though.
She is on the ground. She is still 10 feet higher because she is on an elevated platform. But yeah, she is technically no longer flying.
I want to like jump on the platform and just look at Silk and be like, "Get me as close to it as you can.
Okay.
I'm going in."
Alright. Yeah. With that, I mean, Silk can get you right next to it, like above the edge guard, right above. So.
Yeah. So if I'm like in melee range with her now, got the hammer, which I'm used to throwing, but I'm just gonna take a good old second grip on it, like melee swing.
Yeah.
Rumorous, he's good at swinging two-handed hammers, and he's got like blood vessels popping in his head. He's pissed off, and none of this. 2 melee hammer attacks coming at you. Okay. First one is a. Actually, I am going to use my Hexblade Curse on her now, because I want this one to sink in.
Okay.
Bonus action Hexblade Curse. Okay. Alright, so that is a 26 to hit on the first one.
That does hit.
Okay. Let me get that damage. So that is 14 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of cold damage on that first hit.
Drummerus. How do you want to do this?
So, I imagine like this platform is like sliding into place, but Drummerus just can't wait, and he like, maybe it's like 5 feet away, and he just like jumps off it, two-hand hammer. I just want to like literally like crush her like shoulder inward, bring the hammer down until literally like have her pinned underneath, and then I'm just like I take my foot and like wrench the hammer out that was lodged in her now deceased corpse, and
Stay to the side.
May falls to the ground. Okay. The witch has fell. Is there anything more you want to do, Drummerus? As you look around and only see allies and Grok in front of you.
Grab the sword with the blood on it.
yeah, I'll definitely grab that and look. I'll probably look around if it's so battle focused. Like look around for allies. I see Temin over there. Yeah, I'll grab the sword.
You're picking up the sword?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Cool.
I guess it's bleeding corpses right there. You can get to it anyway, but. You got present problem there.
Adding that. Silken Onka will regroup in the center. And just call out basically to you guys and just like, well, actually, I still have Gates. Gates still needs to move. Coming in the hallway after these two move and they don't see any threats, there is a tapping in the tunnel as Gates is slowly coming by. These two basically hold their actions, waiting for whatever is coming out of that tunnel. Kavara, you are up.
Alright, well, I'm going to move back onto the battlefield using all my movement. And then, at 4th level, I need to conjure some woodland beings. And I'm going to conjure 2 quicklings. Let's see, 60-foot range. I'm going to conjure 1 down here on Avamira. And the other one is going to be literally right, kind of going through that door right there.
Okay. Because I don't have a token. We're doing circles really quick.
Nice. So the quickling over there at Avamira, that's kind of like, hey, Kavari's on her way. Do you need any assistance? And what happened to the big guy?
What? What? I can't see anything. Who are you?
The quickling just kind of looks around like, I really don't got time for this. I'm with Kavara. She's on her way. If you can't see nothing, here, hold your hand out.
Okay.
He filled this just tiny little humanoid sit there. He's like, I'll be your eyes for now until she gets here.
Okay. I trust you. Where are we going?
And he's like, just wait here for now. And the other quickling, since these things have a speed or 120, it's going to rush in here to Tammin. Yeah, that should make it 105 feet. This one's rushing to Tammin to let him know that Blanca has disappeared.
So it's running by King Gates.
If he, came blind.
Gates ain't blind.
Oh fuck, I thought he would. Okay.
No.
Cut that quickly right now.
No, Gates would have failed, but he used one of his legendary resistances to save.
Yep. What's the AC on those things?
The AC on these things are 16. But they also have blurred movement because they're so quick.
Any attacks with disadvantage with the moving? What does that mean?
Oh, so blur attacks, yeah, anything coming at these guys is at a disadvantage. Unless they're incapacitated or their speed is at 0.
Cool. Well, one won't be a crit then. Yeah, you got rid of the crit. I have a 24 and a 32 to hit as it runs by.
How much damage to the little guy?
27 points of damage.
Okay, well that thing's dead. They're just really fast, they have no health. And that would be Kavara's turn.
Festus
Death save.
is a death save still, technically.
Because he wasn't ever double tapped up the ground.
No, I forgot to. And he's supposed to. Though. It's like it's literally built into his kit too.
Even though it wasn't his turn, it was a legendary reaction. It was a reaction to the silver.
Yeah, correct. I was like, so he can't attack. His savage attack doesn't.
Melissa?
Roll a dex save for death save. Sorry for fastest.
Another death save.
19.
19's a save. That's one save. Grok's gone. Top of initiative. Rengenko. Has begun 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll me a d8. Actually, roll me a d100 and then a d8.
86.
86? Okay. Then roll me 3 d8s.
Okay, the first one's an 8. Another 8. And a 6.
Temin, Drumerus, and Silk. I have a question for you. Yes or no? What would you say to those three?
Again, no context. I just know I'm dead. I don't know. It was nice work. I was like, all would probably be the same. Like, it was nice working with you guys.
I think my answer is going to be no.
Drumerus?
Drumerus would probably answer no.
Silk is saying yes. As you guys say no, the vines begin wrapping around the ground around you, and you guys choose to not interact basically with these things. As the ground begins to crumble up and start literally rising up, almost like the roots are growing up and around, and as it does so, you see Silk get grabbed, and as Silk gets grabbed, begins to phase out. As Silk begins phasing out, the tree, half materialized and metallized at this point in time, is 80% gone from any sort of... It literally looks like somebody's taken like a fader on it and it's just fading out. And this tree, literally, half of it has been metalled, like I guess that's the word. Metallized, yeah. Like literally half this tree is ripping itself as the other is literally phasing out. And like the giant canopy that is above, you see all the flocks of birds and stuff like that flying away, and just like there's like, it was just like everything is just moving away from this tree as it literally is removing itself from existence. And that's where we're gonna end tonight. I froze it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Yep. But literally that's where we're going to end tonight. Almost done with this combat, but literally you guys are seeing the last split second of the Tree of Life. So.
Wish I rolled better on that first D100 to know what I was supposed to be talking to you guys about.
Yep. So. Well, there we go. You guys have...
That shit was wild, man.
I knew this was going to be a long battle, so...
That was fun. Effort.
It's still technically going too, because some of you guys are still around with gates. But I will have updates for the 3 that took the teleportation circle. I will have updates for the people that have chosen to go with the tree, and the people that have stayed back at the beginning of next session. So,
Talk about something in the party.
splitting the party. Why did my camera freeze though? It's stupid.
I got the sneak attack of God. I'm pretty
It is. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, respect.
And I blame you for that whatsoever.
Many sessions later, I remember you.
So, ending the
Oh,
recording.
now I can't close to.
Yeah.
And my farm's in front of my face.